This podcast is for a mature audience and may be viewed as inappropriate or insensitive to some. Listener discretion is advised. The intention is to share conversation of like and unlike-minded individuals as they try to be the best them they can be in a life full of challenges, searching for love, acceptance, and positivity. Call 669-241-1422 and share yourself or catch up with SweetBaby Jay for an anonymous face-to-face interview. Feel free to call in with questions, stories, thoughts, or anything you would love to talk about and share. Nothing is off the table when talking sweet with SweetBaby Jay at 669-241-1422.
Ladies and gents and ladies, once again, you are here talking sweet with SweetBaby Jay. I got this young lady here who apparently is down for the follow-up. You may have heard her on the Married and Living Single episode. She blessed us with the journey that she was going through in her life. Young lady, what's up?
Hello. How are you?
It's always a great day to be me. Extra black, super sexy. How are you?
I am doing great.
That's what's up. So what's going on in your world these days?
Oh, what's going on in my world? Well, maybe I should go ahead and just name this episode Officially Single and Living My Best Life. How about that?
We're going to rock with it.
That's the name of the episode.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
So that's
right.
What's been going on with me.
So how did you get
that's what's been going on.
How did you get to from Married and Living Single to Officially Single? Like what's transpired over these past few months?
Well, we did the podcast over the past couple months, but this has been my life for a little over 2 years. And it was something that I just started to open up and share. And really, honestly, it was complete. I will be 43 in December. This is volume 2 of my life. Of course, we have many chapters. Mm-hmm. This is volume 2. This is a totally new book in my life. Right. And over these past 2 years, I have just fallen back in love with myself, rediscovered life. I'm moving forward. He is moving forward. We are moving forward. But I had to really look at certain things in my life. And honestly, I had to cut everything that was still attached to me. That's it.
As in cut everything attached between you two, or?
You have to understand that even though this is about my marriage or was about my marriage, this is about my life. And I understand how God used my marriage to open up my eyes to certain things in my life. And I had to cut off every and anything that was attached to me. My life right now is intentional. Everybody in my life, everything that I do, that I don't do, it is with intention. Because I used to live a life that I would work with stuff. You hand me stuff, I would work with it. Things would choose me. And if it looked okay, if it was, I can work with it.
I don't work with
anything anymore.
You was making the best with situations.
Making the best.
Now you're making the best.
I am living my best. It was just time. I was ready to be free. I was ready to be unattached to anything that wasn't truly for me, of me, that resonated with my life, where I'm headed. It was just, I was ready. I had been ready.
What brought you here to this point? What was what do they call it? The straw that broke the camel's back?
There was really no straw. I left for a reason.
Okay.
And there was nothing to go back to. And as I move forward, that's not in my future. Like that, as a husband, as a man, not for me. That's really it. I really can't. It was complete. And you have to understand that sometimes when you let go of people, places, and things, you let go of those things. But sometimes when it comes to people, they have to let go of you.
So was this mutual? Is he just as good with it being over as you are?
Yes.
That's great between you two, but let's not forget there are children involved. So how are you guys maneuvering with that?
Well, again, you have to understand that I left 2 years ago. So my sons and I left 2 years ago. And so we had been living it, and them understanding that this is our life, the three of us. And yes, there is Daddy, and Daddy is around, and Daddy does his best to be a father. But they knew that this is us. We had plans as a family. Once I recognized those plans as a family was not going to take place, I had to make a decision for myself and for my children. Because honestly, when it comes down to it, I've always told myself, and long before I had children, I remember from my teenage years, just because a lot of people, some of my friends start to have children young, and you're just seeing different things as you grow as a woman. And some women stay in relationships just because they have children. Some people stay in relationships and dealing with things. And of course, there's different circumstances, but it's not a good relationship for them. It's not healthy for them, let alone their children. And they stay for whatever reason, many reasons, and I get it, and it's not to condemn or anything like that. Mm-hmm. But I always told myself that I would never stay in a relationship just because of children.
How's that working out for you right now?
It's great. Honestly, not much in my life has changed from when I was married and when I was living in my marital home with him. Nothing in my life, my daily life, has changed. The only thing that has changed, honestly, is a false sense of security. And I recognize that that was a roadblock because my life is almost, I don't want to say almost the same. The way I operate with my children and different things are pretty much the same. My life is full. It's productive. It can be busy at times, comparable to the way I used to live my life before, but I have peace. I have order. I don't have someone in my way. I don't have someone blocking me from my blessings and what I need to do with my life and my stuff.
I want to jump in real quick. Mm-hmm. So you're saying that you felt, I guess for some time in this marriage, more than likely towards the end, that your husband was blocking your blessings. You felt that he was a roadblock as to how you wanted to feel that peace in your life?
I felt that he was, along with a few other people, that needed to go. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to let that anchor go so you can sail the way you want to, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. And like I said, it's more than just my marriage, and I understand it's about this, but it's about the people that I was surrounding myself with.
How did you come to decide who are the ones to keep and who are the ones to let go? Not just your husband, because you said there are other people. So how did you decide who is dead weight and who is the true ride or dies?
Mm-hmm. Well, something happened to me when I was approaching 40. When I turned 40, I'm looking at my life and I'm looking at, I have this big checklist. I have a husband, I have 2 kids, they're good looking, I have a daycare, I have luxury vehicle, I have all these things on paper that look good, but I wasn't fulfilled. And I had to recognize, I had to find out, why am I not fulfilled? Why am I not happy? I wasn't depressed, I wasn't sad. It just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. I don't care how it looked. It has to feel right. And it wasn't feeling right for me. And I had to really dig and dig and dig, because what's missing? If I have all these things, what's missing? So I had to really dig deep in and find out, why am I not happy? And I wasn't happy with my life because I wasn't doing the things that I wanted to do in my life. And I said, okay, let me go ahead and see what it is I truly want to do. And I'm looking at my life and planning out things, and I'm looking at what I want to do. And as I plan and move forward, there's a roadblock, there's a person, or there's a situation. And it dawned on me, just like certain patterns in my life, certain people in my life, that a lot of my problems, or a lot of the things that I don't do, are heavily influenced by the people that I care about the most.
The question.
Their opinions, their whatever.
Were you not able to make the moves that you wanted to, even with these relationships? Like for me, example, if I want to go on vacation and I ask someone that I care about, whether it be a wife, a sibling, or a friend, if they would like to go and they say no or for whatever, that doesn't stop me. That stops them, but it doesn't stop me. So was that not something that you could do, or were they that much of a roadblock?
No, I could do what I needed to do. However, basically I was dealing with a narcissistic spirit.
In you or with him?
With people in my life, not with me.
Oh, okay.
With various people in my life. We grow and we've learned that we teach people how to treat us.
So true.
However, on the flip side of that is we gravitate to what's familiar. So I'm used to being there for people. I'm used to showing up. I'm that person. Build people up, do what I need to do for them. That's how I grew up. That's how it was in my household. That's how it was with friends. I would make people look good. I'm a strong woman. I'm a confident woman. I'm a resilient woman. I do things. Rarely do I ask for help if I don't truly need help. But at the same time, surrounding myself and with people and just how I grew up and just over the years when I needed help, I could not get the help from the people. Now, I don't expect people to do anything. When I give, and I do, but after a while, I had to think about, there's, reciprocity. I can never say that word. Reciprocity. I got it. Reciprocity. Yes.
There you go.
I wasn't getting that in return.
And you're not even saying to the same level, just even anything.
Just nothing. I'm asking and I'm getting dismissed. I'm getting, oh, you can handle it. I'm getting, okay, check. Okay, I'm noting that. And then it got to a point where I feel like I'm begging. I'm harassing whomever for something that I freely give 100 times over. I'm recognizing, I'm there for you. You're not there for me. And that's with a lot of the relationships because of the way I was conditioned, the way that I was raised. And I had to break that. I was done with that. I felt like I had leeches around me. And when I turned 40, I recognized that and I started making changes in my life. And when you start really coming into your authentic self, recognizing people for who they are, which I always did, because I would go toe to toe with people when it came to certain things if it didn't feel right in my spirit. But after a while, I recognized I don't have to do this. I had to really, those voices of people, friends, those voices were louder than God. And I felt my favor being diminished. God was speaking to me and I was clearly ignoring him in so many ways. And it just got to a point where I felt like, where's my direction? And I knew where my direction was. And he was telling me things clearly I needed to do. And once again, I let go and I surrender. And I started really just living for me and doing the things that I enjoy, being around the people I enjoy being around. Stop going certain places that did not resonate with my spirit. Just all those things. When you just start really living for you and loving you and you're not doing some of the things that you used to do and you put boundaries in place, it shakes up your world. People don't know how to act because they rely on you as an anchor in their life, but I'm not in place. I don't need to be in place. I'm not a fixture in your equation.
You've let go of a lot of weight, whether it was dead weight or just weight holding you back, so that you can maneuver the way that you felt was necessary to be happy, to have that peace.
Yeah.
But in that also, did you pick up, I don't even want to say weight, but did you pick up a sail? Do you have someone that helps you maneuver better? Someone a spiritual person? How did you, is there someone in your life that puts the wind in your sail, the wind beneath my wings?
No, not really. I mean, honestly, my children, but no. No, see, that's the thing. A lot of people relied on me and depended on me, and I found myself in codependent relationships. No, there is not one person on this earth that is going to push me, give me wind. No, nothing. And that's a problem. We look too much on the outside when there is everything dwelling within us.
Gosh, damn it, girl. You talking that juice.
Okay, so no. My children, though, I know a lot of times people feel like children hold you back. No, they are definitely the wind, but it's me. I finally believed in myself. It's me. I'm around people that know what I have, what I can do, because I'm doing it for them. But that fear holding me back, manipulation, being unkind, just stuff. I was done. And as much as it loves to stay in the light, this one can definitely dwell in the dark. And something that I had to recognize. I'm going toe to toe with people. I have no time for it. There's power in the tongue. Oh, my tongue has uplifted, has given life, and I'm using my tongue now to slash up. Oh, no. What for? I don't need to.
Exactly.
I'm not a drama-filled person. I'm a loving, caring person.
I feel you. Trust me, I feel you, sweetheart. No. I feel you. No. I feel you like a massage right now.
Yeah, no. And I had to get out of my own way. It was just, you want to play it safe. I wanted to play it safe. I've always been afraid of being successful, or sometimes you just really don't believe in yourself. And honestly, okay, I know that a lot of women, mothers, have listened to my first part and they're going to listen to this. And this is part of the reason why I work with children a lot. This is my passion with children. We give our children their identity. their self-esteem, the things that we teach them, the things that we say to them in the home when they're young. And I never felt good enough, pretty enough, smart enough because of the rule that I was under at home. I have to heal. Women, we have to heal. I thank God that I do not have a daughter, that I don't have a daughter. I can probably say now that I'm a healed woman, I would welcome a daughter, even though those days are done. Women need to heal. No, women need to heal. Mothers need to heal. Women need to heal because they hurt their children. And I grew up feeling insignificant because of a woman, a mother that did not heal herself.
I'm going to
say that carries.
Something.
That's your voice.
It definitely does. It definitely does. But I fully understand what you're saying. But men also, men need to heal as well. Men need to, we have just as much impact, influence to drama or to the blessings that can take place in a kid's life. The same way that you're saying women need to heal, men need to heal just as much. With that, absolutely, it's a people thing. I really don't believe that women need to heal or just men need to heal. People need to heal.
It's people.
You need to recognize.
I was just speaking to the women, but yeah, definitely, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, because you need.
You're right.
You need to recognize those roadblocks that you put within yourself. Those things that make you say, I can't do that, or I don't have the time for it, or I have to do this, or I have to do that. That's why I can't do what I really want to do. You have to get out of your own way.
Yep. But that's how I kind of grew up. And then once I became an adult in my early 20s, late teens, just finding myself, getting out there, believing in myself, was surrounded by good people. And then, over time, things shift. Your people come and people go. And then I found that I just had a lot of trauma bond relationships. I connect with people on whatever level, whether it's our past, whether it's negative things, or if it's something good, we connect.
Was this
and then we form and build a friendship.
Was this based off of how you were raised, from your upbringing, that you feel that you connected with people on that level?
Possibly, but I think more of it honestly has to do with the fact that I'm an empath, and so I see spirits, and so I think that's really what it is. I see spirits. I'll see you, but I see who you are on the inside. Good, bad, ugly, indifferent. I see that.
Wait a minute.
And no matter who you are, I connect with that on some sort of level.
I got to ask, because you've seen me. Tell me what you saw. I need to know.
I mean, this is not about you. Everybody's been waiting for me.
I'm saying.
Everybody.
I want to know. I want to know if you saw something great, as I believe I am, or were you like, oh, this guy, I don't know. I want to know.
When it came to you, my spirit, let me see. I mean, I don't know why he put me on the spot. You seem cool.
Damn straight.
Personable, interesting.
Holla.
Worldly.
Okay, that could be a good or bad thing, but go on.
Expansive.
I agree.
Just those are the words that came to me when I first met you. Okay. My spirit took you when I spoke to you about the podcast and interviewing. But then when I met you, my spirit definitely took you. And of course, we had a great rapport.
Yeah.
So those are the things. And so when I meet anybody, words and things pop up immediately for me. And depending on how that connection that we have, whether you could be a stranger, depending on what we've talked about, or just that connection, or just what I see, depending on something, I will tap into you or you will tap into me, and I will get downloaded with certain things. And the spirit will just show me certain things concerning people.
Do you maneuver like this when it comes to situations as well? Like if an opportunity comes up or something presents itself, do you feel that same type of vibe?
Yes. And you guys, this is something that I denied growing up. This is something that I did not understand about myself growing up. This is something that I thought was weird. And I did not recognize until I felt like all these negative things or my favor was being lost. I didn't recognize what it was. I thought that I was a runner. I thought that I thought too much. I thought that it was this, that, da-da-da-da-da. What kept me safe growing up, what kept me safe out of certain situations was that. And yes, I saw many things concerning certain people that I used to have in my life, and I ignored it. Not really ignored it. I overrode it. I knew what it was, and I would try to tackle it. In a way, I was trying to play God and I had no business playing God. I've recognized over these past few years that when I see something, when something is shown to me concerning somebody, that's for me. I kind of liken it to That's So Raven or Raven's Home. You know, she had her little thing. She would get zapped in. She'll see something and then she'll try to fix it because she didn't want something bad to happen. Something kind of like that. And so that's what got me stuck because I would see things clearly. And over these past few years, I would try to push it away or try to do something different. Growing up, that kept me. And I've gotten back to that. Yes, it has to feel right. I don't care if it looks right. I don't care if it lines up. It doesn't matter what it looks like to anybody else. It has to feel right. That's my vibration. That is how the Holy Spirit speaks to me. That's my compass.
It's a
and
vibe.
So, yes, a vibe. So, yes, when I left, it was absolutely a vibe. It was time. It was like time for me.
I like it.
And yes, everything that I do is with this.
So when you hear people saying it's a vibe, you know, people text that so easily. There's a song, it's a vibe. You truly living the vibe.
Yes, I'm at peace. I am happy. I know that I'm whole. Even if I'm broken in my broken state, there are no missing pieces to where I have to look for anything outside of me to fill me. No, I'm showing up authentically. I am saying what I need to say, doing what I need to do. If I walk into a space that doesn't feel right, I leave. I don't stay where I'm tolerated. I go where I'm celebrated.
I feel you.
My life is different. I can't even put it in. I'm just happy. I'm just happy. And I recognize that my marriage was used to wake me up. Now, I had already started doing some other things, but that was the biggest piece, the biggest component. I cut this person off. I put boundaries over here on this person. I stopped going here. I stopped doing that. But then when it comes to home, home has always been a sanctuary for me. And no, home was not contentious, but home was tight. There's supposed to be 4 of us, and there was 2 different worlds. There's me with him, and there's me with my kids. And that's how I operated for a very long time because he had a problem really cleaving to fatherhood. He's getting there. So that was a problem for me. I found myself living in a situation where I'm going against everything that resonates with me. I didn't have a father growing up. I met my father a few times and we got close for a few years, but I didn't have a father growing up. And when I did meet my father, I saw my father with a little boy that had to be, not a little boy, but a boy that was maybe 10 years younger than me, that was not his child, being a father to that boy, and which was great. Being a father
how did
to
that
that
make
boy,
you feel,
and
though?
then when I recognized that he could not do what he needed to do for me. He's doing it for this person. And now that I'm back in his life, because he did it for this person, he's able to do it for me. Did it make me feel some type of way? In a way, but it was something that happened between him and my mom. So it was what it was. So it wasn't like he was there and then he left and then all of a sudden he's with a new family. No, I walked into the situation like that. So it was something that I kind of had to accept. But what I learned from that, what I learned from that and what I saw with other men, especially when my mom dated and here I was, I don't have respect for men like that. I don't have respect for a man that makes a child and doesn't take care of that child, whether it's financially, whether it's emotionally, mentally, spending time with that child. I don't. And I know a lot of men hide behind a lot of excuses. I know women do some things, but I've talked to enough men and it's just they need to step up. It wasn't planned. It's all these different things, but I do not respect men like that. And it was hard for me to be in a covenant, be in a relationship with someone that wasn't doing anything for their children. Yes, provide.
So
great provide.
Last we spoke, you did say that he had issues with his father and you grew up without a father in your life. Was there a father figure, but not your father?
No.
So you not having a father figure and your father not being in your life for the growing portions of your life. Well, I don't even say growing because you're still growing, but for the younger years of your life, do you feel that is one reason why you held on to the marriage for so long? And how do you feel that will impact your children?
I think that possibly could have you know what? It does, because honestly, as crazy as it seems, as much as I did not know my father that much and I did not grow up with him, he and my husband, my WUZBAND, that's a new word, WUZBAND.
Ooh, the WUZBAND? Girl, you better stop it.
Oh, yeah, WUZBAND, they're alike. They're very similar. It's crazy. They always say they were very much alike. How does it affect my sons? They do have their father. They have contact with him. He can come and go as he please if he chooses to. They understand. You have to recognize too. I operated a home daycare, and my children were born into my home daycare. And my children are seeing parents come and go. And my children are seeing fathers come and go. And they're recognizing and seeing men and fathers. And they're seeing things. And they're knowing and understanding that my daddy does not do that. So that was something already in play that they were seeing.
They were feeling their own pain.
They were. They were.
Did they ever mention this to
you?
you?
They were. Absolutely.
And how do you respond to that?
I have conversations with my children. It all depends on what they ask and say. I have to address it.
What was the most hurtful thing that you felt, the most hurtful conversation that you had to have with your children in regards to their father?
Just explaining. They thought that I just took them for no reason. There were reasons, which I'm not going to share because it has everything to do with them. I had to let them know that, how do I explain something like that? And I just basically had to let them know that their father wants a different life. Mommy needs a different life. We're not cleaving as a family. He has his own things that he was going through, working through. And that was basically it. And because we've had conversations about their father, especially the big one, not really having him or not understanding why daddy doesn't do this, and he's seeing all these other people, and then we were very highly into church, and he's seeing all these other dads with their kids. I just had to let him know that daddy's not that type of father. Daddy's this type of father. He provides because there are other people that they don't see their father, don't live with their father, they don't get money from their father. I said, your dad's this type of a father, but he's still working on other areas. And I have to praise what he does as far as financially providing for them, when he does spend quality time with them, just certain things I had to remind them of, give them the good, remind them of the good, but letting them understand that
daddy's
sometimes
on a journey.
People want something different. Yeah, daddy's on a journey. It just all depended on what was asked of me. And I had to answer. We have to answer. If you have children and they're asking you pointed questions, you must answer. And no, that doesn't mean that you have to answer on an adult level like how we're talking, but you do have to make it right or make it make sense for them on their level. Whatever you are going through, the parent your child is going through, if you move, they move. I mean, it's like, come on. They have their own issues.
Did you ever, or have you ever felt yourself talking negatively about their dad to them? Let's say inappropriately, like something that kids didn't need to hear. Inappropriate?
No. But was I not as inclusive or as loving in the tone, or it was just different, it's just different. But no, anything inappropriate? No. It's just, honestly, you go from praising somebody, building them up, beefing them up, everything, to the children. And then for me, I wasn't saying anything else anymore. That's really what it was. Because I'm all for the family. So I'm talking about daddy. It's, daddy, no, but that was what I was living. So my speech is different. So I'm not saying anything negative about him. I'm just not really talking about him.
And in other cases, you're just stating what are facts.
Yeah, what are facts? But, for me, it's in two different compartments. Me dealing with him, the man, and as my husband or WUZBAND, that, but then him still being daddy. And so they clearly understood that mommy and daddy are not together like that. Boyfriend and girlfriend, married, broke up, whatever. They understand that. And so I did my very best not to let that affect them. Now, they might see mommy sad or certain things over, because yes, as you're moving into your new life, no matter how bad or terrible it was, or even how good it is, sometimes you have to mourn that because you're headed someplace different. They understood that. Mm-hmm. But when it came to daddy, it's still daddy. Always talk positively about daddy.
While you're here, daddy. Exactly. But while you're here with this rejuvenated energy, this new light shining on you, you also got to understand.
No, my light, it was dimmed. In my light, but go ahead. Sorry.
Well, I'm just saying.
It was dim.
This new light shining on you, this new hue towards you.
Mm-hmm.
You also start to attract like energy.
Hey. Mm-hmm.
So with you attracting that like energy, you very well might find yourself attracting the attention of a man that flows like how you want to flow. Are you willing to accept this energy at this point in your life?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's like, yes, absolutely. I'm not bitter. I'm not hurt. No, nothing. If I'm loved, why would I be? Absolutely not. Yes. As I've stepped more into myself and my life, all those other things that were attached to me or my old life started crumbling. Absolutely. And new life, new greenery, new flowers, new trees. Oh, yes. Everything started springing up. It was already there, but it was covered with muck. Everything started springing up. Oh, yes. People, new relationships.
Your grass is greener, huh?
My grass is green. My grass is green where I water it. Absolutely. And I've been watering my grass, but I was trying to water everybody else's grass, and then I forgot about my grass. That's really what it was. I was watering everybody's grass.
Can't do that.
And so I started watering my grass. Yes. But you said something. Yes. Yes. Men. A man. Even though I am of a certain age, that little girl in me healed over the past couple of years. And even though I don't want to admit, I was just a little girl in my 20s or 30s, no, I recognize that little girl had to heal, and I'm a woman now. And so being the woman that I am ready for a man. And yes, men are coming. And when I say men, I have to be very honest. I used to be afraid of men. Not afraid, like, oh, I'm scared. But in my 20s, there's a certain man, that energy, a man that comes along, as sometimes as a woman, as a little girl, you know you're not there yet. You just know, I'm talking about me. There were men that came along that I knew were men, but I knew I had a lot of childish ways, and I couldn't even go there.
Sweetheart, I'm going to have to say, it sounds like you already ordered this man. It sounds like you ordered him Amazon Prime, and you just waiting for them 2 days to be up. You waiting for him to be delivered.
I believe that just like everything else in my life is new, and what it is that I've desired and what it is that I saw clearly, I do believe that that person is around. I absolutely believe that person is around. Do I have a boyfriend? No. Have I had a few rotations, dating and all that? That doesn't have to be another show. Oh, dating. This is just the beginning for us.
Keep your rotation heavy, girlfriend. Keep your rotation heavy.
No, they rotate and then they go in and out now because, at this point in my life, I'm focused on myself. But yes, I do believe that, I believe that.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with being focused on yourself and having a rotation. Like, there's no reason for those, every night doesn't have to be a lonely night now. You know what I'm saying?
No, every night does not have to be a lonely night, but no, boo-boo. I've never been one to spread myself across the way, and I'm not going to start now, okay? And yes, I've been dating, and then I've had fans, she's in her thought phase. No, I'm not in her thought phase. If I wasn't in my thought phase before, I'm not going to be in my thought phase now, okay?
There's no thought in your world.
There is none because no, I know how valuable I am. I know what I'm worth. I know who I am. And when he comes, yeah.
Sounds like when he coming. Drop the hammer on that one right there. I ain't mad at you, sweetheart. Listen, I really want to say thank you for following back. I really appreciate you for sharing your energy, your journey, and hopefully we could keep it going. There's nothing better than finding out that you're still doing good, you're doing better, and you're looking forward to better things.
Absolutely. We will absolutely be keeping this going, and I thank you. And guys, we were supposed to do this maybe a month ago, 2 months ago. It seemed like everything was blocking and stopping me, but I wanted to give you all an update. I wanted to share because I recognize that women, we all share similar stories, point blank, period. And a lot of people look to me and think that everything's all perfect. And life is well. But I go through the same things too. And I did it. I haven't even gone into true detail of what just restructuring my life, just resurrecting it over these past couple of years, what I went through after I left, just the whole everything. I'm just grateful that I've made it and that I had favor and that I did not have too many bumps in the road. And that's something else that, I left and I started over.
You departed.
Closed my daycare, everything. I left my old life behind in every area. And I'm just so grateful for it. I am happy. I am free. I'm loving myself, loving my children better. I have great relationships. I don't have leeches. I don't have narcissistic people around me. I have people truly that celebrate me, love me, care for me. I can have healthy conversations with someone and say, oh, I don't feel like this or this hurt me. We can talk about it, and there's resolution, and we move forward because now we're stronger because now we understand each other better. Oh, it's just wonderful. It's just, life is just great. I'm really in a good place. And that doesn't mean that negative things didn't pop up. That didn't mean that there weren't bumps in the road. No, there were. But I handled them. I'm happy.
You are.
I'm well.
You departed from where you were to you're landing at your new destination. You are on that flight.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Well, sweetheart,
oh, yeah.
Once again, I just want to
say
thank you.
And I love it here.
As you should.
Oh, you're welcome.
Live yours. Live yours, boo-boo.
Absolutely.
You can't live anybody else's, so live yours. Enjoy it. Thank you for being sweet. Thank you for being the best you that you can be. Thank you for sharing the journey.
Oh, you are welcome. Thank you for having me. And thank you for giving me the opportunity. Thank you so much.
That's about it.